Hello YouTubies and welcome back to my channel, Lovable Lady, where I share parts of my life and also some recipes. The thing about the economy these days is you have to figure out something that is still tasty but affordable. So I made this pasta dish with some bacon. I only used half the packet, so it would be a 250 gram because that is a 500 gram packet. Some onions in the frying pan. Slow and steady is the secret to caramelizing onions and browning bacon. It gives you the most flavor if you take just a little time. And then what I used as well is something that isn't very utilized in my opinion, except for eating it with crackers, and that is smoked mussels, the canned mussels. So what I did is I also made a basic roux. So I'm going to make a white sauce, and this is the base. You just take some butter, melt it. In my case, I use margarine because that's what I can afford. Some all-purpose flour, and then you're going to use your whisk. You're first going to let the butter and the flour mix together properly like this, and then you're going to add some milk. So I don't have exact measurements to the milk. I usually just go on the consistency. You have to let it cook for a little bit so that you can see how thick or thin it is. Then you will add more milk or more flour depending on. I also added some cream. And then we start with our seasonings. Your seasonings will go into your sauce mix, which you will incorporate that with your pasta at the end. So this is the seasonings I used. I used peas, but you can use broccoli, you can use spinach, whichever green vegetable you enjoy. And yes, unfortunately, I do break my pasta. Don't come for me. I just don't have a pot big enough for the pasta. So I used the mussels, put it in, first mixed in my spaghetti with the bacon and onion and pea mixture. Mix that through. Oh, at this time, you don't even know how hungry I was. I was looking forward to this pasta. So, I mean, if you don't want the mussels, you can just use this and then add the white sauce at the end. But I love mussels, especially smoked mussels. And like I say, I feel like it's not a utilized product. So I threw that in with the oil because the oil has a lot of the flavor in it as well. I used 2 cans of that. Mix this through. Of course, this is enough for 2 to 3 days, depending on how much you eat. This is all about budget, people. My husband lost his job. I cannot work. I'm medically unfit to work. We need to find ways to stretch our food, to stretch our money, the little that we have. I'm also aiming at starting a vegetable garden. I already have fruit trees, because whatever we can do fresh from the garden will save money. It's healthy. We have to figure out ways to be self-sustainable, and that is just the reality of the time we are living in. So I'm adding that lovely white sauce with all the seasonings. You can also add some of the seasonings into the pasta as well, because it tends to dilute a little bit in the sauce. So I find I need some extra seasoning, which I didn't show it on the video. However, I did add some extra seasonings into the pasta after I mixed everything through. So you have to mix the sauce thoroughly through, and I'm telling you, so creamy and delicious. I wish you could just smell this. Why can they not invent an app, even if it just imitates the smells, so that we can invite you into our houses with those smells? So this is the end result. A lovely, creamy, delicious pasta. Very filling, very satisfying. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and also remember to join us on TikTok, where I will share more recipes.